Hello! Welcome to Always of the Soul channel. My name is Vlad Orfeo, and we will be in this channel talking a little bit and a lot of witchcraft. So, welcome to this space, and this is a space where the spiritual, the supernatural are things that we embrace and learn about. So, I feel like it's necessary for me to introduce myself in terms of my practice. I've been a practitioner for more than 35 years, and throughout the years I've been learning different things like necromancy, witchcraft, brujeria, demonology, and living a spiritual life. In this space is going to be a safe space for spells, for psychic questions, for inquiries about mediumship, spirit, the occult in general. Now, what do we do here? What are we going to do here? This is our first video, and I am extremely excited to make you part of my practice. If you are a beginner, if you are someone that is curious but is a little bit afraid of the occult, mysticism, the esoteric, the ethereal, this is going to be the place for you, where you can not only learn, but we can interact with each other. This is something that I've been wanting to do for years and years. So I am extremely excited about this channel. So, first question that I want to answer to many of you: what is witchcraft? Witchcraft, it is basically the manipulation of energy. It's working with the energies of the elements, the energy of nature, the elements of what surrounds us, to be able to create a change to the core of things. A lot of people think that witchcraft is what Hollywood presents, and no. You know, it's more about the integration of your surroundings. It's the manipulation of energy. It is you being in tune and creating a relationship with each and every tool that you use, whether it's herbs, whether it's elements, crystals, or things that are not so common for witchcraft. So this is why I'm so excited, because usually people think that witchcraft is just about what? Candles and potions, and yes, we utilize candles, we utilize potions, but witchcraft goes from the very, very old ways of practice to the more newer ones. Which ones are more effective? Which ones are the ones that are going to sync with you? For example, what calls out to your soul, to your spirit? What do you feel comfortable doing? This is why I have created this channel, and this is why we are creating this video. First video of this channel, and we in the future will be discussing all of those things. Not only that, we also relationship with the dead, relationship with spirit guides, relationship with crystals, with herbs, with everything that you can think of that can be used for your magical practice. What witchcraft involves? For example, divination. There are many methods of divination, and all of them will be discussed here. Some of them are favorites of mine, some others I do use depending on what I'm doing. For example, tarot. I love using tarot, but do I need to use it? I don't. I am a person, a very psychic person, and very in tune with the energies, and I don't need that tool. But that tool at times can help me hone in my gift and even the energy that I'm trying to read. And yes, I said energy. Why? Because divination is not only for people. I can actually utilize divination to read a space, to read an object, and that can be done with tarot. That is one of the tools that I use. Another tool that can be used for this, it's a crystal ball. Crystal ball is basically gazing into that sphere to see what spirit is presenting to us, what our energy is picking up through that crystal ball. Other forms of divination are going to be the witches' runes or the Futhark, the Norse runes. Those I do not practice. I was never able to connect with it, but I do the witches' runes. All of the forms of divinations are going to be palmistry. Palmistry is an art. It's an art to be able to read the palm of somebody's hand and to be able to connect to past, present, future, and sometimes even past lives. I don't know if you guys feel the same way when we're talking about things like this, but it's just extremely interesting. It is a way to connect the past, present, and future and see where our lives are going with that energy and with that type of divination technique. We are also going to talk about spirit communication, since I'm a medium, how we are able to connect to our spirit guides, how we are able to connect to our spirit team, our ancestors. Those are very important, and a lot of people don't talk about them. But in this channel, we will be talking about our ancestral team, right? Not only those of blood, those of bone, and spirit, whether are known or unknown. Spirit communication, the dead, because spirit is not only one level. You have the dead, you have the mighty dead, you have your beloved dead, you have your spirit guides. Like I mentioned already, we have your ancestors, but we also have elemental spirits. We also have spirits that are more connected to nature itself than us. And here you have to understand that these practices, a lot of them are going to look differently depending on the cultural background, depending on where you're from, and even your family. Again, I'm not trying to say that it's something that is only going to be through a cultural connection, but something that should connect to you in more than one way. Not only spiritually, not only culturally, but also emotionally, because depending who you are is how your practice will look like. That being said, I think that it's very important to address what are the first 3 altars. The first altar is going to be you, my friend, you. Your altar, yourself, your body, your spirit, your energy is always going to be represented by your physical altar. So whatever you feel, however you are energetically, physically, your altar will also be a reflection of it. And then we have your astral altar. Yep, I'm talking about astral realm. I'm talking about the etheric. I'm talking about that realm that a lot of practitioners that we weren't talking about witchcraft, they don't talk about. So this is going to be a place to learn about that. Very important to understand the 3 altars. We are also going to be talking about like spells that every witch should know, like the witch's ladder, run devil run, freezer spells. I am not a fan, even though that I do sometimes, I am not a fan of jar spells. I feel like jar spells are a little bit overrated when it comes to practices, because not everything can be put in a jar. You have to know that, and that will be also discussed in this channel. And as we grow, in this channel we will show ritual, spell works, spirit communication, witchcraft in general, the occult. And again, that makes me very excited for all of you to join this channel, because I want to show the reality of what it is to be pagan, the reality of what it is to be a witch, the reality of what it is to be a brujo, or whatever you want to call yourself, because this channel will be open to everyone that is curious. If you feel that you are a seeker, this is your place. If you are already a practitioner, but you are looking for a family, this is your place. If you are looking to learn about different spells, spirit communication, or anything in related to the occult, this is your space. So I welcome you to this space, and I hope, really, really, really hope that you guys take this so you are able to create a better reality in the spiritual and in the mundane. So, if you feel that this is calling out to your soul, to your spirit, there is so much I want to share with you. So much that I would love to share with you, connect with you. If you are that person, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, share the video, and stay connected to the unseen. Embrace it. Remember, the old ways of the soul are still here. We are just evolving. Hope to see you around.